Hello, it's your billionaire farmer right here. Anybody told you that there's no money in farming? Trust me, that person does not have the knowledge that we have or the information that we have. Now, in the spirit of bringing you up to speed with everything that I've been doing in my farming journey, and telling you everything that is obtainable in farming, I want to be telling you about my cucumber. Today makes it 14 plus 2, 16th, the 16th day of our cucumber farming, and what we are currently doing, where we currently are at. And the beautiful thing about following through this channel, if this is your first time, you might want to hit on the subscribe button, like this video, and share it to your loved ones, because it's going to be helpful, is that I carry you hand on, step by step, through my journey. So if you're trying to set up a cucumber farm, you probably don't need so much guidance here and there. Like, the reason why I'm making this video is because I personally wish, when I started my journey in farming, right, I had like a channel, somebody I can just look through their channel and say, okay, I need to do this. This is when you need to do this. This is how you need to do that, right? But there wasn't something like that out there. There were just people telling me, oh, I'm harvesting right now. Just people trying to get views on YouTube or whatever. But I felt that there was that gap, so that's why I'm creating this video. So we're currently at day 14 of our farm, and it's been a great journey, to be honest. Like I said, this is February today. Happy new month, by the way. This is February 1st of 2025. If you're watching this video any year, still very much farming is evergreen, so whatever you do now, you can do in another 10 years. I was watching a movie from about 1945, thereabout, the slave trade era, and there was a system of farming which is mulching, and I saw them doing it. I literally turned to my friend and I said, can you see what's going on there? So if you're watching this video 10 years later, I say fine. So so we're currently at day 14. And why are we doing cucumber? Why cucumber? Practically because I personally feel that it is faster. We started our tomato farm from October 11th practically, and we only started harvesting last week. So the whole idea is that I want to do tomato. I'm still going to be doing tomato. Matter of fact, we're already doing our soil preparation for tomato farming for the coming season, which is the peak season of tomato farming. That's where the price of tomato gets to surge up to 45, up until 55,000 naira, and I'm guessing it might go as high as 60-70 this year because of the surge and the inflation, everything, fuel price and everything. And we do irrigation farming, you have to untap, run fuel and all that stuff, right? Yeah, but outside the season where you get to do tomato, as a farmer, you want to be able to be profitable. The good thing about this system of farming, which is the mechanized farming and irrigation, is such that you do not have to wait for seasons. You don't have to say, oh, it's dry season. Unlike other farmers, that's why I said you can be a white collar farmer right now. I promise you, I have a proper 9 to 5, and I have digital businesses. If you follow this channel from way back, I teach people different things. I'm into cryptocurrency, forex trading, digital marketing, and a lot other ventures. However, farming is something I'm interested in. My dad was a farmer. My mom is a farmer. My big brother is a big time farmer. Something I love. So I'm like, okay, I might as well do this thing. I have free time, so I use my free time to do this. It started off as a side hustle, but as I speak to you right now, it's gradually getting to become the big deal, the main deal for me, right? So yeah, you can do it white collar, how that you can do it all year round, meaning that you can actually make. So that's the whole idea for me. That's why we're delving into cucumber. For tomato, you can only do tomato. Let's say you even want to do it all year round, you can only do it adequately maybe twice a year. If you're using the same property, I mean, of course, the same plot of land, you can only do it twice a year, because it takes 4 months plus somewhere around 5 months roughly, including harvest, 90 days up until fruit start coming out. You harvest within maybe 3-4 weeks you're harvesting, so that already is spilling into 5 months already. You have only 12 months in the year, right? So by the time you do that, you're done harvesting, you prepare your land for the next farming. So you only successfully get to do it twice. But I want to farm in such a way that I can make money every month, because I have workers that I pay you buy fuel, you everything. So you don't want to you don't want to get paid twice a month, a year, or three times a year. And also bearing in mind that one part of the year, one of the season in the year is that part of the year that the prices would surge. The remaining season you probably just be picking crumbs on whatever you get. I do not want that way. I want it that way. That's why we're doing cucumber, and cucumber takes 6 weeks to fruition. 6 weeks, your fruits start coming out, and then you can harvest. So technically, in all technicality, when you put everything into place, you get cucumber is 2 months. It's 2 months basically from inception to harvest. 2 months. Meanwhile, tomato is 4 months. So by the time I'm harvesting cucumber twice, by the time I'm harvesting my tomato, I must have harvested cucumber twice and already preparing for the next under farming season. So I just feel it just makes more logical sense that during the peak season we do our tomato, and once we're done with our peak season we go into cucumber. But why we started was because the land was just there doing nothing. We're waiting for the peak season to start because we're not using the whole property to do tomato, just some portion of it. So we just thought, you know what, why not maximize this? Plus, this is the peak season of cucumber, right? So what have we been able to do the last couple of weeks? I'm going to be running you through the farm, of course, showing you clips of the farm. What have we been able to do the last couple weeks, to the last 2 weeks rather? We planted, it started germinating on the 4th day, day 4. Some 4th day, and of course you won't have 100% germination rate. So we had like because we had an issue with the irrigation system. So we are currently using a well. Of course, we're about to dig a borehole for more sustainable water source. We're using a well. So the pumping machine was dipped in too deep. So it was literally too close to the soil. So it started pumping sand also. So by that it's pumping sand. So sand, it pumped dirt into the irrigation system, and then hence clogging the outlets, right? So it clogged the outlets, so there were the parts where water was not coming out. So after we're done planting, those clogged outlets didn't drop water and the seed died, right? So of course you need soil, you need seed, you need nutrient, and you need water. Very important. Plus it's dry season. There was zero water in the soil for any form of germination to take place. So those seeds died. So we had to replant, and they're already coming out. They're already sprouting. All right. So you plant, day 4, you follow through. Once you most likely you won't have 100% germination rate. So if you have 95% good, you have 80% good, you replant. That's barely less than 4 days into it. So you replant, and also you need to note that some people do nursery 9 days for cucumber, but we didn't go that route because I just figured you have to take care of it in the nursery, then transplant. And during transplanting, after transplanting, sometimes your plant gets to experience shock, and some number of them would die. So it's just the same. Why not just plant directly and replant for those that didn't come out? So yeah, so week 2, the day we planted, that very day we sprayed our insecticide. We used halakat. We sprayed our insecticide. There are other various insecticides you can use. So we used our insecticide on the wherever we planted. We just sprayed insecticide on the farmland generally, because once your plants start coming out, you see insects start perching on it, and we noticed that in some of our cucumber already. So we're going very hard on spraying insecticide. If we're doing a greenhouse now, which is something we're already erecting, we're already working on that. We're preparing the area. I'll put a video of that somewhere around, so you see that, or a picture of where we want to erect our greenhouse. We're doing a greenhouse. Insects might not be something we'd have to worry about, but that's not the case. So we sprayed our insecticide. 4 days later, when the plant started coming out properly, 7 days later, we sprayed our foliar fertilizer. Then we went on to spray our fungicide. So this is done at 4 days interval. So we are currently at day 14. So it's perfect time now to apply our fertilizer. We're applying foliar fertilizer. Foliar fertilizer simply means liquid fertilizer that you mix in a knapsack and spray across, right? Now we're applying NPK. And again, something I failed to mention was that, of course, day one, before we planted, we applied compost, which is foul dump, which is from poultry. We got manure, so we mixed every point out along the drip tape that we're going to plant. We mixed manure with the soil before planting, right? So we can fix the soil with nitrogen and phosphorus, the necessary macronutrients that are required for initial stage of growth and vegetation. We did that, and we're still going to do that. We're still going to do that eventually, but we're already at day 14. We will apply, I think by Monday now or Tuesday, we're going to be applying our NPK. Mind you, that's why I said you need to get trained. If you want to reach out to me, I'm going to leave my WhatsApp contact in the description of this video, so you can just reach out to me so we can discuss. If you want to set up a farm, you need help with that, or you want consultation, or you want us to do business together, why not just do that, right? Because this whole system is a game of information. So our NPK, the NPK is different. That's why I was saying, if you need to, information is important. You don't just apply any NPK. You see, there are specifications, right? So we're going to be doing that. So this video is basically about that. I'm just going to run you through the other part of the video so you watch and see what we've been doing, how far we've come. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I bring you premium information. Farming is the way, to be honest. We have the population. There is no, even the fact that we're saying, oh, the prices of tomato is not the best, we're still producing, we're selling, right? There is hardly a time where you produce and you will not find people to buy. Also, in fact, it's perishable, yet it is never perishing. People are always buying. So if you're a young person out there, you can farm. You're a Gen Z, you're a Gen Q, you're a Gen whatever, you can farm. And you can do it white collar way, which is what we're doing, right? You don't have to, mechanize, irrigation, clean farming, all right? So yeah. So first thing you would notice here is that we have our drip holes, our drip tape, and you'll notice that the cucumber is already sprouting. Not just the seedlings are quite looking very good, looking very beautiful. Proper watering. You can see the sawdust that we applied at every root. Like I said in my previous video, it's just simply to conserve water. And you can see what I'm showing you here. You can see there are holes in the leaf, on the leaf, whichever English. Now this is simply insect infestation. You have white flies. Remember I told you, see, these are insects. This is dry season. We just sprayed this. We sprayed yesterday evening. Mind you, again, you don't spray during you don't spray when it's sunny. You see, this is good, this is perfect. You can see I'm giving a thumbs up to that. You don't spray when it's sunny because the chemicals might react with the heat and affect your plants. You can see it's looking all beautiful. We've done that. We started our staking already. This staking is completed, by the way. I think I don't know if I have a picture of the completed staking. The bamboo stick, this bamboo stick, I'm telling you, I've been fixed already right from the beginning. You can see my workers down there cutting the bamboo. That's where they first of all have to cut the bamboo, make it ready. You can see the other worker putting it in the ground, and they've dug the holes already. I think somewhere in this video I showed how deep the hole would be so that the bamboo stick is very firm on the ground. It's quite far. I'm zooming in to show you what I'm showing you. Remember I told you I'm going to show you the hole, so this is how deep it is. Also, it has to be somewhere very close. You can see it's in between a cucumber. This is a very tiny cucumber here by the right, because we had to replant some. Remember I told you sometimes you might, in my previous video, you might not have 100% germination rate, so you have to replant some. You can see this very tiny one, and you can see other ones are big. Those are the ones we replanted, and mind you, we did that exactly 1 week afterwards. We are applying our manure today. That's our tomato, by the way. We already harvested. If you watch my previous video, I showed you our harvest. We harvested about 13 crates. So if that's been sold in the market, you can do your math how much a crate is being sold. So that's quite some good money. So yeah, farming, there's a lot of money in farming. Anybody that's telling you there's no money, it's probably lying. That's my staff there spraying. because even after during harvest you won't stop spraying, you keep spraying and spraying and spraying. Yeah, so so we replanted some of them 1 week after, to make sure that we have about at least 95% germination rate. Because again, the challenge we had was that the borehole, we're using well currently. Hopefully before the mid part of this month we should have dug our borehole, so we'll have zero problem with water or clean water. So we're using well system. So what happened was that the pumping machine was put too deep into the well, and so it was scalping dust also, which eventually clogged some of the openings in the drip tape. So some places we did not have enough water, so the seed didn't germinate. So all these places where you see there are greens, that's where there's proper germination. Other places where you notice that on the drip tape they are not green, is those places you can see these are very tall. There are those places that there was no water dropping, so we had to replant again. So you can see these are my workers. See this one he's throwing here are the ones that are being cut, because you have to cut them, make sure the sizes are the same. This good thing, the privilege we have on this farm is this place currently I'm showing you. We're currently already erecting that place where the other guy is cutting. We're currently erecting our nursery there. It's usually a wet area because I don't know if you know, but bamboo hardly grows in a place where there's no water, because it thrives around water. But we're currently erecting our nursery there, and the reason is very, very simple. It's one of the part of the land that is not very much usable, and that's my worker covering the bamboo stick, so he would probably hit it with some other wood, and all that. So yeah, we're erecting our nursery. I would show you that, because my next video is how to create a budget friendly greenhouse or nursery. Again, I said a budget friendly greenhouse or nursery. You don't want to wreck your account. You don't want to break the bank to build a greenhouse. I'm going to be showing you the intricacies. So yeah, see you in my next video.